Today, we're talking about the causes of high reverse T3. So we'll go over the optimal levels as well as what may be driving up that reverse T3. And it's not always a conversion issue. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Amie Hornaman. I'm a functional medicine practitioner, and I specialize in treating thyroid conditions, hormone imbalance, and basically all around fixing people. So all of those fun symptoms that go along with it. You might not even know you have a thyroid problem, but you might have brain fog and extreme fatigue, allergies out the wazoo, the inability to concentrate, dry hair, losing your hair, breaking nails, sensitivity to heat or to cold. Maybe you're cold all the time while everyone else is just fine. Maybe you're hot all the time while everyone else is just fine. You could have hives, you could have heart palpitations and have a hypo or hyperthyroid problem. So many symptoms, depression, anxiety, so many symptoms can correlate back to hormone imbalance, endocrine dysfunction, and a thyroid problem. So many times we just have to get to the root of that and then fix you. So today we're talking about reverse T3. So you have to remember reverse T3 is a response of your body. It's actually a survival response of the body. So if you're in the ICU, reverse T3 is going to go up. It is going to go up because it's your body downregulating your metabolism to literally protect you. So this is going to be a game changer for you. And you can probably hear the excitement in my voice. The latest introduction, the latest member of the family to the Fixxr line is Metabolism Fixxr. And this, oh my God, I formulated this just for all my people out there that need to lose weight, that need help in the weight loss department, that can't lose weight no matter what they do, that feel like they have a slow metabolism, and that might be thinking of trying all those peptides out there, you know, the Beverly Hills soccer mom drug of choice for weight loss peptides. Or even if you're on them already and you're like, man, these are really expensive and I'm still not losing weight, add in Metabolism Fixxr. Here's what I did. I took the power of T2, which increases your basal metabolic rate while you are sitting there watching Netflix. You're burning fat while you're watching Netflix. I combined it with a very unique patented ingredient called Suppressa. Suppressa has multiple clinical trials backing its efficacy in reducing your appetite, decreasing snacking, and providing way more control over your food intake. It is amazing. We also see improved emotional well-being, just decreased food cravings all around, reduced hunger, and weight management. Add on top of that, we have green tea extract. We have purple forest purple tea extract, both of which affect the metabolism in a very positive way without the jitters of normal fat burning supplements out there from the 1980s and 90s, right? The ones that made you feel like you're having a heart attack. You will not have that in any of my supplements, Thyroid Fixxr or Metabolism Fixxr. But Metabolism Fixxr, ooh, yeah, we kicked it up a notch. It is in powder form, so you can drink it through your day. It's going to flavor your water. We got orange crush and refreshing citrus. I love them both. It is going to keep you under control all day long. So you throw a couple scoops in your water bottle in the morning, throw a scoop or two in your water bottle throughout the day. You will have fat burning and appetite control the entire day for what? An eighth of a price of the peptides? Oh my God, you can't go wrong. So grab some Metabolism Fixxr today. Please let me know how you do on it. I am super excited for you. Super excited. Because when you are in a crisis, an injury, a trauma, you had a heart attack, something like that, an infection, the last thing your body needs to be doing is burning fat. We actually want to store energy to use for healing. So reverse T3 is actually a survival response of the body, but we do still want to look at it in terms of the thyroid. So why we look at it with thyroid patients is because if you are on a T4 medication, meaning Synthroid, Tirosint, Levo, Levoxyl, there's so many. If you are on a T4 medication alone, Or if you are on a T4, T3 combination, if you are on a natural desiccated thyroid medication like Armour or Thyroid or NP, then we want to look at reverse T3 because you may not be converting all of that T4 that you're taking and that your thyroid is producing on its own to a point. You may not be converting that to free T3, the active thyroid hormone. You may be converting it to reverse T3, the anti-thyroid hormone. So when reverse T3 goes up, and we've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. When reverse T3 goes up, many times it's because that T4 doesn't have all that it needs to properly convert. I always say conversion is like running a marathon with hurdles. There are so many things that have to be in alignment. The stars have to align for T4 to T3 conversion to happen. And many conventional doctors will just assume, hey, this is an easy breezy process. It just happens. But your iron stores have to be proper. You have to have optimal ferritin levels. You cannot be in an estrogen dominant state. You have to have proper magnesium, selenium, and iodine. There are so many factors that come into play to assist T4 in converting to T3, the active thyroid hormone that's going to get into your cell, instead of reverse T3, the thyroid hormone that will block T3 from getting into the cell. So many practitioners are at odds. There's varying studies out there in terms of what reverse T3 actually is. I like to call it a bouncer outside of the cell just for the purpose of understanding it. So some practitioners will say, no, it doesn't block T3 from getting into the cell, but everything that I've read says that it does. I know we're kind of split in this, but it's just an easy way to understand it. Let's make this easy on you so you can just get it and get the picture. And you're not the scientist, and you're not the doctor, and you really don't have to understand all the little intricacies of reverse T3. Just understand that when it's high, you're not converting, and T3 probably isn't getting into the cell. There you go. Now, what do I mean by high? Before we get into what causes high reverse T3, what do I mean by high? Of course, we are going by optimal values, not just normal. So normal, you go up to 25 on the standard conventional lab value range. Optimal, again, debated amongst practitioners. Optimal for me is below a 15 if all other things are great. If you are seeing a reduction in symptoms, if your free T3 is optimal, if your free T4 is optimal, and we piece that all together and you have a reverse T3 of 15, we're doing okay. If you have a reverse T3 of 15 or 14 and it's not below an 11, that's kind of another marker, like below 11 or 12. Many practitioners like to see it below that. So do I, especially if someone is still suffering from symptoms. So you have to take it on a case-by-case basis. If you're suffering from symptoms, if your free T3 is below a 3.5, you have a ton of hypo symptoms, your free T4 is still low, then no, I don't want your reverse T3 at a 14 or 15. That's unacceptable. So it's a case-by-case basis, but in general, remember that we want it below a 15. Anything above a 15, it's a huge red flag that you may be having conversion issues. Now, other things that increase reverse T3, physical stress, emotional stress. We've been under that on a daily basis now since March, whether it's jobs, families, pressure, money, stress. There's just been constant stress. So all of those things can increase reverse T3. Toxins. We've talked in the past about environmental toxins being endocrine disruptors. They can disrupt the endocrine system. So they can downregulate your thyroid function. They can also upregulate reverse T3. They can increase reverse T3. Your blood sugar. We've talked about insulin resistance over and over again. If you need more information, you can definitely go to my podcasts, go to the Thyroid Fix podcast, listen to the insulin resistant one episode. I forget what number it is. I can find that out for you, and educate yourself. You can also go to my YouTube channel. If you're not in the podcasts, go to my YouTube channel, watch the insulin resistant one. High blood sugar, high glucose, high insulin can drive up reverse T3. So here we are trying to fix your thyroid, and you keep pumping out the insulin. You're not addressing the insulin resistance over here. That's going to increase reverse T3, and that can also impair conversion. So here we're trying to fix your thyroid with, let's say, medications and proper support, and you're not feeling any better and your numbers aren't changing. We have to think, what is interfering with this? It could be high insulin levels. So high blood sugar for sure. Poor quality supplements. I have talked about this before. You do not buy your supplements on Amazon, and you only buy high quality supplements. I would rather see you on 3 good high quality supplements than on 10 various ones that you don't know where they're made or how they're made, and you bought them at Walmart or Sam's Club or Costco. No. Poor quality supplements can drive up reverse T3. Absolutely. Excessive exercise. So many of you might be in a cycle of, I can't lose weight no matter what I do. I can't lose weight. Well, yeah, it's your thyroid, but you're also driving up reverse T3. So we have to fix your thyroid over here. We have to look at insulin resistance and quit killing yourself with excessive exercise, because now you're driving up not only cortisol, but you're driving up reverse T3. So that can be a huge issue. Any kind of inflammation in the body will drive up reverse T3, because remember what we said in the beginning, it's a survival mechanism. So reverse T3 will go up when your body is in a state of panic, inflammation, panic, stress. Stress induces inflammation. We said physical stress, emotional stress, excessive exercise, all ties back to inflammation. And inflammation in and of itself will increase reverse T3, but inflammation paired with those, or those things that drove the inflammation in the first place, will definitely wreak havoc with your body. What you eat, not eating enough, not breathing well. So even if you're not into, let's say, meditation or yoga, if you're doing this shallow mouth breathing all day long, your body is actually not getting enough oxygen. Yeah, you're getting enough to survive. I get that. But you're not getting enough oxygen to actually support all of your cell functions that are necessary. Not breathing well, also called hypoxia, can be one cause of high reverse T3. Epstein-Barr virus, Lyme disease, that can drive up free T3. Your cell goes into a cell danger response. And when it senses these latent viruses, these latent infections, parasites in the gut, like we said, inflammation, stress, that's going to drive up reverse T3 as well. So sometimes, yes, it's your thyroid medication. Maybe we need to change it up. Maybe we need to change that ratio of T4 to T3. Maybe you're a T3 only candidate, because if you're the only thing that converts to reverse is T4. So if you're T3 only, your reverse is going to go down very, very low. Mine is. I tell all of you openly that I am on T3 only. And my reverse T3 is like 6. So it's going to go down very, very low when you're not giving the body T4. And especially if you have Hashimoto's and your thyroid is being destroyed anyways, and it's not producing the same amount of thyroid hormone as it once did. Now you're not producing the same amount of T4 and T3 that you once did with a healthy thyroid gland. So your T4 production is down, and then maybe you're on a T3 only, your reverse is going to be low. The only thing that's going to drive that up is inflammation, physical stress, all of that. So if you are on a T4 medication, sometimes we do need to change that ratio, but sometimes we need to address other things that are driving up that reverse T3. So it really takes a keen eye to look at that whole picture and piece together everything that's going on with you. We have to almost check all of the boxes to make sure that everything is checked over here. Everything is checked over here. We're taking care of everything. Now we change your med, or now we address the inflammation, or now we address the insulin resistance, because that's what's doing it. So just so you know, to recap, reverse T3, survival mechanism of the body, also an indicator that you are not converting properly. If you are taking T4 medication and you are not converting properly, that reverse T3 can go high. You may need to change. We also may need to look at other things, lifestyle, labs, insulin resistance, A1C, fasting insulin, glucose numbers, high sensitivity, CRP, all of those different factors, your ferritin levels, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. We may need to look at all of those to get that full picture of what's driving up that reverse T3 or getting in the way of conversion. As always, I hope this helps. Please share it with those that you love that may be struggling and are still searching for information and trying to learn and absorb all this info on the thyroid. There's so much out there. Narrow your focus of who you listen to so you don't get overwhelmed. All of you all know that I very much like the Attuned Thyroid group, and I like Reversing Diabetes group. And I'm sure there's other ones out there. I'm just narrowing them down because I know the information you're going to get in there is on point. So I hope this helps. You can always visit me at my website at amiehornaman.com. Definitely subscribe to the podcast. I would appreciate it so much. And if you like it, leave a review because you know those reviews really help. So if you even spend 2 minutes writing me a review, I would appreciate it. All right, take care.